Welcome back live to the City League from Bonner Fitness and Learning Center on the Near East Side of Indianapolis. I'm Andrew Garrison. Alongside me is Brooks White for Game 2 of Night 2 of the City League. We have Indy Black Professionals in red and Circle City Talk in black tonight. 20-minute halves with an elim-ending target score being put on the board with 4 minutes left to go in this one. Brooks, we have a fun one on tap. And some technical difficulties here early on as we await the tip. It'll be Indy Black Professionals and Circle City Talk. Portia Green, team captain of Indy Black Professionals, looking for her last dance and championship run, an Indiana All-Star at Arlington High School. Born and raised here, looking for one more title before she ages out of basketball being played at a level as high as this. It'll be Jen Matherin for Indy Black Professionals tipping the ball up, and it will be Becca Books for Circle City Talk, and the tip is going to be won by Indy Black Professionals. Portia Green retrieves it. She passes it off to the right wing. Back to Green at the top of the key. She surveys her options and patiently takes a deep shot to start. That one's just off the mark, rebounded by Indy Black Professionals. And working inside is Sullivan, who puts the 2 on the board. And a quick turnover back in the other direction. Indy Black Professionals with the basketball once again. It seems Circle City Talk just simply stepped out of bounds. Here's Portia Green. Working back to Sullivan at the top of the key. And now a deep 3 taken and glancing off the rim for Indy Black Professionals. Now Circle City Talk with their first true possession of the ball game so far. It's Marisha Harris with it at the top of the key. Works it back around to Bucks. And Bucks driving inside. Just glances off the rim, but the putback goes. It'll be a 2-2 ball game now. Indy Black Professionals working right to left. From the corner is Sullivan. Sullivan pulls from the mid-range. That one's just off the mark. And now Circle City Talk working back the other way. Grace Hales with the basketball, graduate of Westview High School. She hands it off to A.D. Williams. A.D. Williams works to the free throw line. And ricocheting off the front of the rim is her mid-range jump shot. Now back to Bucks. Bucks from 3 off the back iron and rolling in. A shooter's roll for Becca Bucks. And she puts 3 on the board. She has the first 5 points for Circle City Talk. It's Indy Black Professionals back in the other direction. Portia Green with it at the top of the key. She works it inside to Matherin. Matherin's jump shot is through, and it's 5-4.
Well, you couldn't have gotten a luckier bounce on the other end from Bucks.
And then the next 3 just off the back iron for Marisha Harris. Indy Black Professionals, right to left now. It's Mariah King with the basketball, working inside. A tough take, and it's evidenced by the shot just glancing off the rim, but the putback again goes. Some great job cleaning off the boards from both sides so far. It's Marisha Harris with it on the right corner. She makes a move inside, and a fantastic display of footwork around the perimeter to put the layup through. Portia Green looking to respond. Back in the other direction, she's at the top of the key. She hands it off to Matherin. Matherin, 3 ball from the left wing off the back iron. And rebounded by Circle City Talk. That's A.D. Williams pushing the pace in the other direction. And there is a foul in transition as A.D. Williams loses the basketball.
Very sloppy basketball to start the game from Circle City Talk. And Indy Black Professionals just need to slow down their offensive possessions and try to get a good shot.
Hales finds Williams, and there's the good shot you were looking for, Brooks. It's A.D. Williams in the corner to put a 4-point lead on the board for Circle City Talk. It's Portia Poole with the ball for the first time. She takes a mid-range jumper. It glances off the near side of the rim, rebounded by Circle City Talk. And again, A.D. Williams pushing the pace in the other direction. Another opportunity from 3, passed up in favor of a drive to the block, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. 16 minutes left to go in the first half of this one. It's Indy Black Professionals working right to left. Crossing the timeline is Sullivan. Sullivan driving inside. She's stripped, and Circle City Talk now working left to right. It's A.D. Williams again pushing the pace, and it's Bucks. The mid-range, it's good. Some quick tempo here from Circle City Talk, and it's created some easy buckets on the other end. Here's Matherin inside to Poole, and Poole's layup falls with ease. Here's Circle City Talk. Marshalling the basketball is Jas McGee for the first time. McGee at the top of the key, pulls from the mid-range. That one was a difficult shot from the start. Glances off the rim. Portia Green with the basketball, looking for her first points of the contest so far. Whips it to Sullivan. Sullivan from the right wing. Glances the basketball off the back iron. And A.D. Williams working across the timeline. Working inside. And straight downhill goes Williams. Up, under, and through is the shot. Quickly in transition is Indy Black Professionals, but just missing the bunny is Porsche Poole. Circle City Talk, a corner three, just off. And again, the pace ramping up. Porsche Poole this time connects on the easy layup.
Well, using tempo and transition, that's how Indy Black Professionals got that last bucket there. But Bucks has been absolutely incredible today for Circle City Talk.
And another three from the wing for Circle City Talk. That one just off once again from Cyrus. Portia Green distributes, finds Sullivan. Sullivan from three, just off. The putback also does not go from Poole, but she's fouled and will take a trip to the line.
This could be back-to-back possessions that Poole gets a bucket to go for Indy Black Professionals. They desperately need someone down low to contend with Bucks. It's, for the most part, that is going to be the one matchup that Indy Black Professionals just, they don't match well up as Becca Bucks.
And it's going to be Jen Matherin most likely that's going to match up with Bucks down low. We'll see if she can establish her presence and assert her dominance as we continue. It certainly seems like it's been all Circle City Talk, but it's only a three-point game at this point with just about 13 and a half minutes left to go. Second free throw goes for Poole. And here comes Circle City Talk once again. Rodriguez commandeers the offense for the first time. Out of Puerto Rico is Rodriguez. She finds Bucks. Now back at the top of the key is Harris. Harris working inside to Bucks. Bucks backing down Matherin. Her shot is off the backboard, rebounded by Rodriguez. Back to Williams. Williams slithering and snaking to the cup. Mid-range shot is just off the rim, but again, two offensive rebounds, and it's Bucks with an easy shot down low to put this team up 4. Indy Black Professionals back in the other direction. Searching for opportunities. It's Brittany Jones now in the game for the first time. She gives it up to Portia Green. Green has the size advantage. She considers using it, and she will. Working in the mid-range, she trips, keeps her dribble. And Green now inside to Poole, back out to Green. Green around the three-point line, well defended by Rodriguez. And the three from Green is golden. She pulls up from three after struggling to drive to the basket, and cuts the deficit now just to 1. It's A.D. Williams at the top of the key in the other direction, playing off the screen from Bucks. Williams pulls up from three. A response is off the rim and rebounded by Green. Green putting Indy Black Professionals back into it. She's on the right wing. She pulls from three again, just off the back iron. Rebounded by Poole. Back out to Green. Green now to Matherin. Right corner. Bullseye. Indy Black Professionals is going to take their first lead here, 18-16, and it's Circle City Talk now, back in the other direction. A left wing three, just off. The shots not quite falling for Circle City Talk, and a timeout is called by Indy Black Professionals as they get some momentum rolling here in the first.
Portia Green to start that 6-point swing, keeping the possession alive, securing that offensive rebound, and then dribbling it back up beyond the three-point line and lining up her three-point shot. And on the other end, again, it's Jen Matherin who's just putting her stamp on this first half, 18-16. And it's a bit refreshing after seeing game one to have a back-and-forth early going contest here at the City League.
Absolutely. Almost forgot what competitive basketball looked like, and we're seeing it here in what is quite possibly the deepest set of teams that we've seen yet so far in the City League here this decade, and that certainly applies to the women's side here with the queens of the court. It's Portia Green getting herself involved, and good things are coming to Indy Black Professionals as a result, especially on the offensive end of the floor. They take a lead in this one, 11:44 to go in the first half. Brittany Jones commandeering the offense. She will relinquish the basketball inside to Portia Green, just tipped by Williams. Green now backing down Rodriguez. Again, a significant size advantage there. She gives it up to Matherin, and Matherin knocks down another triple. Black Professionals extending their lead once again. Here's Circle City Talk. Back with it, it's Bucks from the mid-range. Knocks down yet another shot from the elbow. That seems to be her spot as a big. Poole working the other direction, backing down Bucks, does not have an advantage there and couldn't hit the shot either. A steal and transition from Indy Black Professionals. It's Portia Green now working inside, kicking out to Matherin. Matherin again in the corner. She's unstoppable from that spot. And Jen Matherin alongside Portia Green are putting Indy Black Professionals ahead in this one. They're up 6. A.D. Williams working left to right. Williams flashes inside, races downhill, gets the bucket and a foul.
Well, Andrew, for Indy Black Professionals, it's been Jen Matherin who's just been creeping up and around that three-point line in almost every offensive possession, knocking down those three-point shots. She's been huge for the offense and just a spark overall for the team. And on the other end, for Circle City Talk, Becca Bucks still trying to be that spark plug for the team. A brilliant spot-up jumper on the left elbow on the last offensive possession.
And as Poole works inside against Bucks, she is again stripped in between the blocks. Williams working the other way, pushing the pace, surveying her options. She pulls up from three over Green. That one's off the back iron, rebounded by Green. Green with a 4-point lead for Indy Black Professionals. Races downhill. She gets the foul call. The shot doesn't go, but she'll get 2 shots here with under 10 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yeah, Andrew, some of these takes, they go just right at them. Very physical basketball being played here in this second game here at this City League. And if this is just a short little sliver of what is expected to come here in this game, I'm excited to see how this game plays out.
Especially with the target score and the Elam ending on the way. If this is a one-possession battle, we could see the best ending to a City League game so far this season. Portia Green certainly has seen plenty in her career as she knocks down the free throws. 25-20 is the lead now for Portia Green and Indy Black Professionals. Circle City Talk finds Rodriguez on the right wing, and she loses her dribble off the foot of Brittany Jones. And it'll be Rodriguez inbounding, much to the chagrin of Indy Black Professionals supporters. A.D. Williams, top of the key, the point guard, works inside. Back out to the top of the key is A.D. Williams. She's working on Portia Green, again racing inside, rumbling to the rim, but just off the mark is her shot. Portia Green now left wing. She works on Rodriguez. Directing traffic is Green. And again, we'll kick it out, and this time it's Brittany Jones from three, and that one will miss everything, and Circle City Talk will have another opportunity offensively.
Yeah, I don't think she had enough legs on that one. Air ball by a lot on the deep three.
Here's Harris giving it up to Hales back in the game. Hales back to Williams, and now Harris, top of the key, triple, bullseye for Circle City Talk. A 2-point game now, under 8 minutes left to go in the first. Here's Indy Black Professionals working in the other direction. And from the top of the key and downhill goes Sullivan. Tough take, and the shot goes. 4-point ball game now. It's Harris giving it up to the left wing. That's Jas McGee with a shot that's just off the back iron. Portia Green now right to left. And a bad pass from Green in the direction of Brittany Jones. It will fall behind the baseline and return to Circle City Talk, looking to cut into what is a 4-point deficit now with 7 minutes to go in the first. Here comes Harris on the right wing. She finds space around the perimeter and launches a three that goes from deep. It's a 1-point ball game, and Brooks, we're in for a great one. Indy Black Professionals looking for a response. Brittany Jones handling the rock, guarded by A.D. Williams. She serves it up for Portia Green at the elbow. And Portia Green backing down Rodriguez. She runs out of room. She's smothered in a fantastic blitz there from Circle City Talk, but a foul's going to be called.
Well, Andrew, if both teams continue to shoot lights out from beyond the three-point line, we are in for a heck of a game. And Foster has really just put her stamp on this first half. Back-to-back three-point shots, especially from distance. And she's put them on the money. 1-point game here in game two.
Green in the corner. Backing down Rodriguez. Kicks it outside. There's Poole, who is intercepted by Harris, and Harris will have the easy lay on the other end. And just like that, Circle City Talk will retake the lead. Portia Green seeking revenge. Relinquishes the basketball, and it's Brittany Jones knocking down the right wing three. We send it back the other direction. Grace Hales finds Harris. Harris with some great handles around the perimeter. She'll get inside once again, but the kick out to Rodriguez is just out of her reach. And with 5 minutes left to go in the first, we remain with an Indy Black Professionals 2-point lead.
A clutch shot hit there from Indy Black Professionals. In Brittany Jones, she just stepped into that three-point shot and let it go. Indy Black Professionals up 2 here.
Here is Jones finding Green at the free throw line. Mid-range jumper just off the mark. Green with the rebounds and pocketing the layup. 32-28 the score line now. A.D. Williams is fouled in transition. No doubt about that one as Portia Green draws the whistle.
Well, Portia Green is just scrappy. She's putting her stamp on the first half and doing it in multiple ways, not only defensively, but on the offensive glass. I think she's been incredible, just keeping possessions alive for Indy Black Professionals.
Deep three from Circle City Talk. That one just off the mark. Matherin fails to gather the rebound, but Brittany Jones succeeds. She finds Matherin now on the left wing, and Matherin launches. Ricocheting off the front of the rim is her shot. A.D. Williams, grin on her face, working left to right. At the top of the key is A.D. Williams. She'll give it up to Marisha Harris. Harris surveying her options. We know what she can do with her feet, and she shows it off, working downhill, but she's blocked. An incredible block from Porsche Poole, and now working back the other way is Jones. Finds Matherin. Matherin in her favorite corner. Clangs that shot off the other end of the backboard, and it will remain at 32-28.
That was great defense from Indy Black Professionals on the other end. Nothing doing there. Great job to get in front of the ball and stay in front of the ball the entire defensive possession. They communicate well, and they play physical.
Rodriguez feeds it into the post for McGee, who knocks home the jumper. It's Portia Green now. Working from the block, finds Matherin. Left side corner this time, again off the mark. Rebounded by Indy Black Professionals. And there's a long two, again just off the mark. Ill-advised shot does not fall. There's Brittany Jones working inside. She falls to the floor, and her shot just clangs off. No whistle there. 2.5 to go here in the first. McGee floats downhill and fails to hit the layup. 2.5 minutes here left to go in the first half. There's Sullivan in the corner, and we will have a whistle on the floor. Not sure what the cause of that whistle will be.
Well, I think Poole and Rodriguez head-butted each other a little bit. I was a little concerned that her mouth might be bleeding right now, but I think everything's good, and we're back to go and ready to play.
There's Matherin inbounding to Green. Green top of the key. Racing downhill and gives it up to Brittany Jones. And there is a foul called on Circle City Talk. I was ready to say a travel, but it looked like a foul is what caused the mishap there from Jones. And we will again inbound. It's Portia Green. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. A 2-point ball game, a great one so far in game 2 of night 2 of the City League. Green feeds Matherin in the corner. It's back to Green. Green at the top of the key, surveying her options. 90 seconds left here, and she gives up the basketball, and Sullivan will clang a 3 off the rim. Here's Circle City Talk now, pushing the pace back in the other direction. And a great jab there from Brittany Jones to knock it out of bounds, and Circle City Talk will retain possession. A.D. Williams inbounds, finds Harris. Harris into McGee. McGee, the top of the key, works inside to the elbow. A difficult take there, just off the mark is her shot. Matherin back the other direction. Left wing triple, air balls once again. Matherin was hot to start the half, but as we have progressed towards the triple zeros, Matherin has struggled from around the arc. Here's Harris, finds Bucks. Haven't called out her name in a while, and her pass glances off of Matherin's shin. It'll remain at 32-30. Circle City Talk basketball. And here's a shot from McGee that will fall. Tie ball game now. Portia Green going to hold for the final shot for Indy Black Professionals. Game 1 for both of these teams in the City League here in 2025. 12 seconds to go now. Portia Green looking for the final possession. Guarded by Rodriguez. Green is going to work her way to the top of the key. Give it up to Matherin. Matherin, a triple, is off the rim. Rebounded by Green. Does she get a foul call?
Yep.
And she does get the foul call to shoot free throws here. On the putback. Great effort there from Green to get back up towards the hoop with the basketball, draws the whistle, and sinks the first free throw. So Indy Black Professionals will have the lead heading into halftime, and it will be a 2-point lead as Portia Green sinks both. 34-32 is the lead for Indy Black Professionals over Circle City Talk in a back-and-forth first half here, Brooks.
Yeah, Portia Green keeping that possession alive after Matherin's missed 3. Again, staying on brand for what Indy Black Professionals has done the entire first half. This was a physical first half, Andrew. Both teams really putting it all on the line here. A lot of made three-point shots, a lot of physical basketball. Excited for what the second half has in store for us. But Portia Green keeping that possession alive. If this is going to be a one-possession game, those extra baskets and extra points, those could really be the difference maker here.
Absolutely, and it seems like to me, I'm noticing that Circle City Talk, their great start, really had a lot to do with Portia Green being a bit unselfish in the way she handled herself offensively. Once she got involved in the second half of the first half, really Indy Black Professionals started to work their way back into it, and now having an opportunity to extend their lead at the start of the second half. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the second. A target score and Elam ending on the way in the second. You're listening to the City League live. Welcome back to the City League live from Bonner Fitness and Learning Center here on the east side of Indianapolis. I'm Andrew Garrison. Alongside me is Brooks White. We're set for the second half of action. 20 minutes on the board, but at 4 minutes to go, we will add 9 points to the leading score. That will be the target score of the Elam Ending, and the first team to reach that mark will win the game. It's Rodriguez for Circle City Talk at the top of the key, handing it off to Williams. And Williams at the free throw line will hand it off to McGee. McGee back to Bucks. Bucks launching a triple. That one off the mark. Green will rebound and send it the other direction. She pulls from three over Rodriguez. That one clangs around and off, but Green has had success with shots like that in the first half. And there is a whistle on the floor as this first half gets going, or second half gets going. And there will be a foul on the floor there on Indy Black Professionals. Circle City Talk working the other way. A.D. Williams navigating the ship. And she will hand it off to McGee. McGee back out to Bucks, and Bucks avoids the contest there from Sullivan and knocks down the right wing three. And just like that, Circle City Talk has retaken the lead that Portia Green extended for Indy Black Professionals with free throws at the end of the first. Here's Jones, left wing. Finds Green again at the top of the key. Green surveying her options. She's going to back down Rodriguez with a size advantage. Kicks it out to Sullivan. Sullivan at the top of the key. Continues her struggles, her cold stretch from the three-point line. Expresses frustration, and A.D. Williams now back the other direction. Works inside, and a tough foul call there. A.D. Williams will shoot two.
Well, it looks like Indy Black Professionals just got caught up in all of the madness there, and nobody got marked on that offense or defensive possession rather. Now seeing Circle City back at the line after Bucks took the lead in that last possession.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a first free throw falling through for Williams. Under 18 minutes to go in this one. Both shots fall through. It is a 37-34 lead for Circle City Talk in what has been a barn burner thus far. Here's Indy Black Professionals now seeking a response. Working inside is Johnson, kicking it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Johnson. Johnson from three. It slides off. And the rebound and follow through good from Poole. Circle City Talk, a mistake in transition on the other end. They were looking for a fast break opportunity to Rodriguez. She had the opportunity for a pull-up three, and it's out of bounds instead. It'll go back to Indy Black Professionals. Here they come inside to Poole. Foul is called on the take. Shot doesn't quite fall. She's frustrated.
Well, what a pass by Brittany Jones. She made that pass at around half court, just feeding the ball into Poole, and Poole gets fouled with the chance to take the lead here, Andrew.
First shot for Poole will take a shooter's bounce to tie this ball game up. And again, the Elam Ending target score will be in effect 12 minutes from now. And if this game remains tied, or at least as close as it has been, that will produce a thrilling finish. Lead is retaken by Indy Black Professionals off the free throws. A.D. Williams working right to left. Williams on the left wing. She pulls up from three, and just off the rim is her shot. Rebounded by Sullivan. Pushing the pace now is Indy Black Professionals. And here's a mid-range deep two. Off the mark again. And they're going to keep it here with Indy Black Professionals. Brooks, did you see the call?
It's going to go against Bucks. Going to call a blocking foul or a loose foul. Sullivan went up to go and grab the rebound, and there was some contact while she was in the air there.
Here's the inbound from Green. And a tough shot there from Foster. Rims out. Williams pushing the pace back the other direction. She's great at doing just that. Her mid-range jumper off the mark. Back the other way is Johnson. And Johnson behind the back, but losing her balance. She'll trip just outside of the paint. And a whistle on the floor there. There'll be a timeout called. Indy Black Professionals in a 38-37 barn burner here against Circle City Talk in each of these teams' first game of the City League regular season.
Well, Andrew, this game has been physical, it's been chippy, but both teams looking to earn that first win of the City League campaign here this summer. And it's been a one-possession game for largely the bulk of the entire game now, with 15 minutes left to go in the second half rather. And around 4 minutes is when we see the Elam ending. I think we're in for a great ending here today. And the key for this game for both teams right now is who can have the better offensive possessions. A lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy basketball being played right now, a lot of fouls. Who can have the best complete basketball possessions? I think that's important coming out of the timeout, and especially because we've been seeing a lot of turnovers and fouls recently.
And those complete basketball possessions are going to come down to, at the end of it, making shots, and that clutch shooting is also going to be critical to finding a winner in this one. Portia Green backs down the defender and knocks home the layup. Under 15 minutes to go in this one. Rodriguez pulls from three to tie it. She just misses. It's rebounded now by Foster. And there is a whistle on the floor, some disgruntlement across the board, and it'll go to Indy Black Professionals off an inbound.
I believe they called a travel on Rodriguez, meaning that possession obviously back to Indy Black Professionals.
Here's a shot from Sullivan from three. That one rims out once again. She struggled to find her shot here after her original scoring run. Here's Foster. Right wing three, golden.
She hasn't struggled to find her shot, though. That's 3 threes for Foster now.
In 14 minutes left to go in the ball game, 10 minutes until we get our target score. 40-40. We are all knotted up. Indy Black Professionals with the basketball. Here's Monaco inside, kicks it back out to Poole. Poole finds Green. Green has pulled from three in this situation before against Rodriguez. She neglects the screen and now takes the one from Sullivan, finds space around the perimeter, and again, bullseye for Portia Green. She's really found her rhythm in this one as Indy Black Professionals retakes the lead. Here's Bucks inside, and she is fouled on the way up. We'll see if that's considered a shooting foul.
Well, Bucks is walking to the free throw line, so I believe it is going to be a shooting foul. But Bucks against Sullivan, it's a matchup in which Bucks has the size advantage. She just really has been staying around that three-point line for the majority of the game, not doing a lot down low. So I think that could be an area that Circle City Talk could exploit here in the last little bit of this second half.
Bucks knocks down the free throws. She was the fuel of the Circle City Talk offense in the first half. We look to see her get back into the game. And Portia Green again succeeding in that size advantage against Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been a pretty strong defender for Circle City Talk, but Portia Green is going to get the better of her the majority of the time, does on that possession, draws the whistle, and will shoot two.
Well, Green has just had the ability to go downhill the entirety of this game, but especially the second half. She's knocked down some clutch shots from beyond the three-point line, but going right at Rodriguez has worked for Green, especially here in this second half, as Rodriguez will actually check out.
And that goes well with what I was about to mention, is with Portia Green going at Rodriguez like that, that's going to tire out Rodriguez and sort of take her out of the equation a bit more on the offensive end of the floor for Circle City Talk as well. Green's second free throw slides off. It's McGee working inside. And surely that shot was tipped, but Indy Black Professionals with numbers working the other way. Fast break opportunity. Shot is blocked by Bucks and then rebounded by Bucks. Great defensive stand from Circle City Talk in the front court. They slow it down. McGee surveying her options at the helm of the ship, and A.D. Williams way too easy on the left side will retie this ball game. 11:20 to go in the second half at this point. Here's Indy Black Professionals. Mariah King back in the game, pulls from three and hits. Big time shot from King as she checks back in. 47-44 now. Circle City Talk. Right to left. Here's Williams, guarded by Green. Williams surveying her options. Plays off the switch. Threatens a drive and now goes for it. Underneath the hoop, up, under, and through. Great possession from A.D. Williams. Cuts the deficit back to one. Portia Green pushing the pace back the other way. She pulls from three straight away once again. That one just off. And Circle City Talk will take advantage with a rebound. 10:35 to play, and running out of space is Grace Hales, and Portia Green is outraged in every sense of the word at the foul call that follows. Brooks, what do you think?
I thought that was a great defensive play from Portia Green to stay with her man the entirety of the court, especially in the backcourt. It was a scrappy play, and it fits the player that Portia Green is.
Well, Green will be able to say that the ball doesn't lie as Grace Hales misses the open three in the other direction. And another missed three from Indy Black Professionals. Circle City Talk will grab the rebound. Credit to Bucks on that one. And now it's A.D. Williams again working inside, drawing the foul. Shot doesn't go, but it's A.D. Williams racing downhill possession after possession that's fueling this Circle City Talk offense now.
Well, A.D. Williams has quick first step, and I think that's the best part of her game. She's fast to get downhill and finish, especially we've seen her finishing with both hands on both sides of the rim here today. But it's the quick first step that differentiates her from any other player on the court here, especially on her team with Circle City Talk.
It's Williams out of Berea College, second all-time leading scorer there. Actually grew up playing alongside Fever star Kelsey Mitchell in Cincinnati. 47-47 tie game, 5 minutes away from the target score. Portia Green has it on the left wing. And she faces Foster, and Green will race downhill and receive a whistle in her favor this time and take a trip to the line to look to break the tie from the free throw line once again.
Well, Green has just been the difference maker for Indy Black Professionals. There's no player on Circle City Talk really who does as much as Portia Green has been doing on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. She's just scrappy and always making her presence felt in each and every possession.
Portia Green playing with confidence and tenacity, both of which, of course, exemplified by her outburst at the officials. She's going to make the free throws and set up a 49-47 ball game with 8 minutes left to play just about. It's Foster now, left wing three, glancing off the back iron. Indy Black Professionals now, opportunity to extend this lead to 2 possessions. Green on the right wing, plays off the screen, working inside, running out of space, forced to find a pass. Not quite. Green is going to hang on to it, and then a wonderful assist inside to Porsche Poole. How about that find to make it a 2-possession ball game? Williams back in the other direction. Circle City Talk, a desperation mid-range. That one is tipped away, and Portia Green will now commandeer the offense back in the other direction. 7.5 to go. A shot from Monaco just off. And the rebound from King not quite handled correctly. Circle City Talk will work in the other direction with 7 minutes left to play.
Well, Portia Green is out of the game now for Indy Black Professionals, so the spark plug for the team, how will they perform without her in this stretch before we reach the Elam ending?
Foster, top of the key triple, rebounded by Sullivan. Now Sullivan checked back in. She has rested legs and is a shooter from three. The sniper goes. It's 54-47. Seven-point ball game off of the Jenna Sullivan snipe, and here's a response triple, and that one falls for Circle City Talk. It's McGee cutting it back to a 4-point deficit. And with this Elam ending target score situation, if you just stay within reach, you're in the ball game. Sullivan, she knocks down a triple from the left wing. 57-50 now. Circle City Talk hurriedly searching for a response. It's Williams finding her way inside. Up, under, and through is her shot. 57-52. 6 minutes left to go. Johnson at the top of the key finds Sullivan, and there is a foul called on Rodriguez as she looked to intercept that pass.
Well, right now, I mean, nobody's hotter on the court than Sullivan. She's had a rough go of it today, in shooting really in different streaky spurts. She had a spurt in the first half where she hit back-to-back threes, now hitting back-to-back threes here in the second half. But in between, she had missed 6 other three-point shots. So definitely a player you want to get a hand up on right now.
Entry pass from Poole is intercepted, and Williams is blocked on the other end. They're going to call a foul. And again, outrage for Indy Black Professionals. Williams is relieved at the opportunity to shoot free throws after what looked to me like a clean block.
That looked pretty clean to me, I'm not going to lie.
2 shots for Williams on the way. Under 5 minutes left to go. We're under a minute away from the target score. And again, once that target score goes on the board, it's a completely different ball game. Each team searching to reach a number of points rather than having the most when the clock hits 0. And Williams will sink the second free throw. 57-53, Indy Black Professionals looking to extend what is a 4-point lead. Here's Johnson. She's stripped in the paint, but kicks it out to Sullivan, and Sullivan, another bullseye. The marksman from outside hits another one. Williams at the elbow, works back outside, gives it up to McGee. McGee from 3 is just off the mark. And it will be out of bounds and stay with Circle City Talk. We will have a target score. It will most likely be 69. 60-53 is the score at the moment.
Well, Andrew, I told you the one person that you got to get a hand up on is Sullivan, and she hits yet her 3rd consecutive 3, 5th overall here today. You have to get a hand up on Sullivan as she can really make you pay.
She was hot to start, and after that cold stretch, it seemed like Circle City Talk almost forgot about her. And they're paying for it now. As you mentioned, 9 points in the second half. Target score is official. It is 69. Circle City Talk looking to just get back even with Indy Black Professionals as they seek that target score. Here's McGee at the top of the key. She's backing down at a defender, and she loses control of the basketball. Indy Black Professionals pushing the pace the other way. Just barely have numbers. It's Green on the right wing. She's back in the game, but missing the three-pointer, and a foul is called inside the paint. Williams frustrated with that one. It was Mariah King with the basketball and now shooting free throws.
Well, Andrew, I think really all of this goes down. Sullivan's three-point shooting separated this game late. However, Indy Black Professionals, they have just been the more physical team down the stretch. They've been able to execute better offensive possessions, but also getting their hands in the passing lanes, creating turnovers, causing havoc. They've done an excellent job in the second half at that, and now we're just 8 points away from securing their first win of the season.
Here's Foster handling the basketball for Circle City Talk. They are 16 points away from victory, and that triple off the mark from Rodriguez isn't going to help. The kick out back to Bucks. Bucks now pulls from 3 on the right wing. That one off the mark as well. Rodriguez, another offensive rebound. She's stripped, but it's Williams coming up with it. She works inside, finds Foster. Foster, a second chance off the front of the rim, and another offensive rebound for Foster. leads to another missed three. A.D. Williams now inside. How many offensive rebounds on that possession for Circle City Talk? It's 61-55, but 8 points away now. Just 3 to 4 possessions is Indy Black Professionals, and inside is King. She will draw a foul and take a trip to the line once again.
That was a great find. King was just streaking wide open on that right block. The ability to see just one pass ahead, I think that's been the difference maker for Indy Black Professionals, especially here in the second half, finding the open man, whether it be for an open three-point shot or Portia Green just putting her stamp on this game. It's been an impressive end to the second half for Indy Black Professionals. Obviously, they still have to close it out. 7 points in between them and their first win of the season. However, it's just been impressive basketball recently for this team.
Sullivan will check out. Both free throws go through for King once again. 6 points away, 2 possessions is Indy Black Professionals. Here's Circle City Talk back in the other direction. Here's Foster working inside. She's blocked from behind, out of bounds, and it will stay with Circle City Talk. It'll be Rodriguez inbounding. She struggled to defend Portia Green throughout this game. Portia Green just incredible getting downhill. She remains in the game. It is McGee now losing the basketball. It's A.D. Williams with another mid-range jumper, and this one just rolls around the rim. And that's indicative of the effort from Circle City Talk so far in this second half. Green again rumbling inside just past Rodriguez. Rodriguez lucky this time as the shot doesn't go. Circle City Talk, fast break opportunity the other direction. It's Foster. She's one-on-one and fouled on her way to the rim. And again, Indy Black Professionals has reason to be upset.
That was a good play by Foster to look up the court to take. Obviously, there is some discontent on the floor with the call, but Foster, that's a great heads-up play, trying to put her team and will her team to find some momentum, come back as the Elam ending score is 69. Still 14 points away for Circle City. And they have to great defense now down the stretch.
Foster misses the first, but sinks the second. Her team is now 13 points away from victory. Indy Black Professionals, though, only 6. Sullivan's back in the game, checking in for King. And here's Johnson handling the rock. Passes it off to Poole. Poole on the left wing. We'll find Sullivan. And some communication on the floor as Portia Green retreats to the top of the key. She's against Foster, but Green directing traffic across the board, and Poole inside takes advantage of the size mismatch against Rodriguez. They're 4 points away from victory now. A.D. Williams looking to change that. She works inside, and she finds the cup. Racing downhill once again. A.D. Williams has just been lethal driving to the basket. 4 points away is Indy Black Professionals. Portia Green has the basketball as they cross the timeline. Green at the top of the key against Foster. Plays off the screen from Sullivan, and she loses it, and it's grabbed by Rodriguez. It's Becca Bucks on the other side. She was stripped by Sullivan, but a foul will be called on the floor. Second foul for Sullivan. Here comes Foster on the inbounds. Or it appears to be free throws, 1 and 1 for Bucks. Becca Bucks was incredible in the first half, 11 points for her in that frame, but has been to some degree limited here in the second. She knocks down the first free throw. And Brooks, it's still really anybody's game. Just 10 points away is Circle City Talk.
Well, yeah, I think Becca Bucks desperately needs to get involved here if Circle City wants to contend. Obviously down 5 right now. Target score at 9. They have to play some good defense right now.
Indy Black Professionals working downhill. And there's Monaco unable to finish at the rim. Circle City Talk working the other direction. Right wing into Bucks. The entry pass results in a foul. Bucks on the way up is fouled. And here's Circle City Talk, really just 5 points back here, 9 points back from victory. Still anybody's game despite the hot shooting from Jenna Sullivan down the stretch.
Well, I said Bucks needs to get involved down low, and she has, especially in these last 2 possessions. The first free throw doesn't go for her, but I think that's where the money's being made right now for Circle City if they want to claw back into this game.
And second free throw is off the mark. Bucks misses both. That's something you can't do when the opponent is just 2 possessions away from victory. Here's Green in the right corner. Some intriguing spacing for Indy Black Professionals. Green's going to find Sullivan in the corner. Back to Green. Green working inside. She is fouled on the way up, and she will take free throws.
I really like that matchup. Portia Green, obviously, she's been having a great game. But on the other end, what Circle City Talk has been able to do, especially in this second half, they've kept it close, but it's been great play by Williams. So I love that defensive versus offensive matchup. Obviously, Portia Green going to the line. She's a physical player, and she's done an incredible job. But on the other end, Williams has also had a great game offensively for Circle City Talk. And this is just the first game of the City League season. Both these teams have multiple more games to play and figure out how they can effectively attack with each team.
2 points away now is Indy Black Professionals. 3 possessions away is A.D. Williams and Circle City Talk, and it will go the other way. A tragic turnover from A.D. Williams and Circle City Talk. And this could be the game-winning bucket for Indy Black Professionals. That's Portia Green crossing the timeline. Top of the key. Will she pull up from 3 over Foster? Appears to be considering it. Searches for space. She pulls from 3, right wing. That one glances off the rim, but the rebound and the follow from Poole is going to fall, and that is ball game. In game 2 of night 2, Indy Black Professionals becomes the 3rd women's team to take a victory here in week 1 of the season. In the last women's game of the first week of the season, a great showing from Portia Green and Indy Black Professionals as they get their season underway.
Yeah, it was a fun end to the game, a very physical game, and Indy Black Professionals and Portia Green keeping the foot on the gas the entire time. They were just incredible. Great late shooting from Sullivan. She really got it going after what was a tough spell during the majority of the game. She started off hot, then had 6 straight missed threes, and then ended the game on a total heater for Indy Black Professionals. So they improved to 1-0 on the season. And on the other end, Circle City Talk, a lot of things that they can do better on. They need to have more complete offensive possessions. Use Becca Bucks down low. She spent the majority of the game around the 3-point line. I think that